Hey guys, what's going on? Will here, Flawless Exotic Creations, coming to you guys with another video. Yeah, we put a little pause on the Gene Chaser series. We're not done yet. We got a few more recordings and we got quite a bit more to still record. But we wanted to throw this in here just in case it can help anyone, being that it's still really early in, I guess, the preparations for a 2024 season. We got a ton of positive feedback from the market video. We wanted to put out a video not to scare people, but didn't want clickbait. We wanted to talk about the topic, but we also hate to bring up issues without providing any type of solutions. So that was our way of trying to say, yeah, the market is what the market is, even though we've seen adjustments going in the right direction. We've had some success, but our success scale is different than many. We don't look for one-to-one returns. We don't look to, make your entire investment back in 1, 2, 3, 5 years. We're literally hoping all goes well, all continues to go well. We're hoping to be still here, putting out content, probably in a different manner, in the next 20, 25 years, still here. Hopefully I'll still, be beard gray free. But I wanted to put this video out because the last video on the market, getting out of the trenches, staying out of the trenches, I feel like that will be extremely beneficial to the new breeders or the new aspiring breeders. We're new breeders. So just putting our 2 cents out there. We are not know-it-alls. We don't have the master plan to any of this. I like to research everything, which is what started the Flawless Crested Geckos business and now Flawless Exotic Creations. We're out here just trying to have fun, take care of our animals, love our animals, and hopefully make your business side profitable. So that comes this video. This video, we received actually 6 different comments on Instagram talking about the YouTube video. From beginners, some people that's been doing it actually longer than us, but they had a lot of questions. We did an interview as well. Shout out to Royal Caribbean Exotics, DJ, Brandon. Those guys are some stand-up guys. Go check them out as well. But I figured I would give you guys a small blueprint on what to do if you love ball pythons. You want to make it a hobby, you want to make it a small business, and you just want to strictly enjoy it, but maybe let it pay for itself, or at least be profitable. So I want to give you guys a rather simple blueprint. And again, guys, take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt. Sit down at the kitchen table, dining room table, and map everything out. Please map everything out. Use Excel, spreadsheets, whatever you have handy, your phone, map everything out, plan. Just don't buy randomly, because you'll find yourself selling off most of your collection to kind of refine it over and over again. That's what we did not want to do. So my example, I did some research. This actually took me, 20 minutes just to kind of throw together some hypotheticals, but it's all, usable. Wanted to give you guys kind of a blueprint that I'm not even doing, something where, hey, we have no collection. We just started getting maybe racks or enclosures, whatever we're doing, to house them, and we're looking at getting into ball pythons. You watch some of all these videos, including us, and now you're looking to dive in. Didn't want to use any of our projects, so I came up with this one. So you're getting in, and this is a way right out the gate to stay out of the trenches. There's a few goals in designing things the way I wrote down. Number one, you want, as a new breeder, again, love all your animals, take care of all your animals. This is kind of a business savvy side of the ball pythons. The main objective really is to work with genes that you enjoy, genes that you love, genes that you like. And one of the objectives needs to be, at some point, to try to not produce normals. That needs to be an objective. If you have unlimited tub space, that's another guide where if you have unlimited tub space, unlimited rodents, then you're playing in a whole different game than most of us. If you can house 2,000 animals, if you can feed 2,000 plus animals, including babies, you're in a different lane. You can breed, and hopefully no one attacks me because I love black pastel albinos, but you can breed albino to albino and create these animals knowing that you're going to keep them. That leads to the other objective number 2 is make sure that you have homes for these animals that you're creating, which kind of goes hand in hand with objective number 1. Don't produce any normals. Normals, you're going to be in them trenches. So if you're producing something, let's say for instance that you like, so if you like albinos, make sure that you're producing in combos and you're keeping things with the understanding that you bred 3 females and 15 of those babies that don't push your program forward. You have to understand that you're going to keep those 15 babies and feed those 15 babies, or give them away to responsible keepers. You're probably going to have them for the next 15 months. It's not a sought after project. You have to be okay with that. So if you're okay with keeping them having toilet space, you feeding them, you caring for them, then do that. This is just to provide a solution, a tangible solution, something you can hear and see before diving deep into it. So with that lead up, this mock-up is going to be, number 1, you're going to want, this is all suggestions. You're going to want to work in recessives. Obviously, that's a no-brainer. But getting started, not only working in recessives, whether you're working with hets, pos hets, it doesn't matter. You want to get into recessives. But you're going to want a combination of things. You're going to want to work, in my opinion, your recessives in conjunction with allelic genes. Yes, your allelic incomplete dominant genes or your allelic recessives. So really quick, I'm not going to drag the video on too long. We got tons of geckos to ship and a couple snakes. So the mock is going to be around blackhead. So let's say you love blackhead, and I'm using this because I love blackhead, but we're not really working it directly in this pattern. So number 1 thing I would tell a person to do that's getting in is you have a choice of 2 males. Either one of those males I would see as a killer pickup male. Really budget friendly. We're not talking about going out and dropping $20,000 on 4 snakes and getting started. No, we're talking about getting in, getting your feet wet, and still being relatively competitive and not heavily in the trenches. So the 2 that you would go after, in my opinion, would be a super form or the allelic form. So if I'm dealing with blackhead, I would want to go super blackhead, okay? Or I would want to do something like a blackhead chocolate, okay? Now, I wouldn't want to stop there, especially with where the market is right now. Bare minimum, I mean, if you can swing it, get the visual, but bare minimum, I would want to do your male as 100% het, bare minimum. So let's work it with DG. I did do some research. You can go right now, December 4th, 5th, whatever it is right now, and grab a super blackhead 100% het DG male for $750. So you grab that male for $750, and that's just an example, and then you're gonna build your program around that, working with blackhead. Now when you say, oh, well, what females would you grab? There's a few different things. You can do all kinds of things. This is just to drop the baseline. So you drop $750 on that male, and let's say, you're not trying to drown in snakes at the moment. Let's say you're gonna look for 3 females. Your 3 females need to, 2 of them, bare minimum, needs to be in that het DG area. So whatever your combo is, let's get on that. I would do blackhead chocolate, maybe blackhead spot nose, het DG females. So when you get those, you still have the potential of, creating 1 or 2 things on the incomplete dominant side. If you're doing blackhead chocolate, every baby you breed, the reason you want to do allelic is gonna be blackhead or chocolate. there will be no normals. And since you're breeding that to a super blackhead, that means every blackhead from the mom side, well, every baby is going to be blackhead, but some of them are going to be super blackheads. So that gives you the opportunity right out the gate to create super blackheads and allelics. So every single baby is going to be super blackhead or blackhead chocolate, which is another allelic combo. Every baby, if you got those and the female, that blackhead chocolate female was not het, every baby will be 50% het for DG. So you just test it for DG. You can get your holdbacks and things from that. Or, like I said, you're gonna wanna at least get that female to be het DG. Every baby that's not visual DG will be 66% het DG. And you have the opportunity right out the gate to hatch out super blackhead visual DGs. I mean, there's not a bunch of them out there. It's you know, you got to really do some digging, but you can jump out the gate hatching out super blackhead, you know, DGs, hatching out blackhead chocolate DGs right out the gate when you start breeding those parents. So those two females is what I would shoot for. A spot nose, same thing you can do. If it's spot nose chocolate, everything you're gonna hatch out, say spot nose chocolate, het DG female, everything is gonna be blackhead chocolate or blackhead spot nose, het DG, or I'm sorry, 66% het DG or visual DG. So those two females will put you in the game in a big way, in my opinion. Not low end, definitely middle to upper ground, definitely some gnarly looking bad snakes. Love them. Now your last one, your third female, what I would do in that situation is branch out a little bit for the future. So that may mean you go out there and you get, let's say, a spot nose chocolate het hypo, or a spot nose chocolate pied. You want to grab up something where, and if you go pied, I would go visual pied, because you can get those a little bit cheaper since those combos are so far advanced. Everyone loves pied. But you want to push the threshold and hopefully get a visual if you can get a visual. If not, just get a het in a different recessive that you admire or that you're interested in. Now you can tie that into your DG and you be hatching out, you know, like I said, POS het DGs. It may be 100% het pied if you bought a visual female for that third female, or if you bought a het female for that third female. Everything you hatch out is still going to be in that allelic combo. Everything is still going to be blackhead, and everything will be 50% double het DG and pied. Test it out and you may be leaps and bounds forward with holdbacks moving forward in that program. So it's extremely rewarding. That's kind of just the gist of everything. You need to, I sat down for 20 minutes and came up with that. Also, bonus, you know, you got those three females, you got your super blackhead het DG. I jumped up there as well. I just saw Bob had a listing on there as well where he had a male. You could have picked up another male as well. You think it's breaking the bank? Not really. You can grab a spot nose chocolate, which is an allelic combo that's 100% double het DG and hypo in the same male for $350. So you got two bad males. Neither one of your males that you can spread amongst however many females you end up having in your collection, and based off your males alone, you will never have a normal. So that's the concept of some of the ways, you know, we think in different projects of what we're working with. So hopefully we're dropping, you know, a mental gem for you guys, and let those jewels all accumulate for your mental toolbox. But that's the flawless concept of the way we think, and hopefully that'll help you if you were kind of hesitant to get in a time like now. Don't wait, jump in there, get it done. There's so many combinations out there, and there's so many combinations still to be created. Sky's the limit. Get into what you like, get into what you enjoy, but be smart about it. It's Will, Flawless Exotic Creations. We out.